Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bonafide, man. How we feeling today? I'm not even gonna hype nothing up today, really. My real thing I want to talk about is breaking the barriers. When I talk about breaking barriers, it depends on what kind of barriers that you break, but you gotta first appreciate yourself and know your capabilities, knowing what you are capable of doing, and just have a little bit of faith in yourself. This might be a little bit repetitive with the other videos that I'm talking about, but breaking barriers, like, I just want to just tell from my personal story and stuff like that, because a lot of people might not know what I really do. So, because trust me, this YouTube thing it's not. I'm not trying to make it a full-time career. I'm just more or less just trying to drop jewels for those that need it and those that want it. But where it goes to breaking barriers, don't let nobody try to stop you at what you're trying to do for yourself. Like, we kind of get into this world and in this game that it's a young man's world. Like, if you don't get something, at a certain age, like, it's a dub. Like, how can I say, like, yo, if you don't get this and that by blah 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 by 30, you're done. Like, why? You have to take time and to master whatever you're doing. Like, if you, like, for me, everybody's talking about, oh, I'm being good positions and stuff like that. I get jobs and blah blah blah. But it wasn't always like that. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta break those barriers and you have to show people. Yeah, let me get this shit out of here. That's not professional. But more or less, like, you just gotta break those barriers. Like, knowing yourself. It sounds like I'm going in circles, but I want y'all to get the main content, what I'm trying to tell you about, knowing yourself and breaking those barriers. So, alright, boom, 6ix9ine, we're gonna have to do this. Look, when I was growing up, simple things like, we always told, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. Boom, got it. But we're not really taught how to really, really live to our full potential, because why? We always got the masses throwing, foolery in our face, saying that we're going to get to a certain place, but when we don't, it's up to you as the individual. And I try to tell people, when God gave us free will, He's giving you the will to break free out of that containment of feeling like you got to go with society and do what you do. No, you got to break those barriers and you got to tell them, hell no. I'm breaking through those walls like Berlin or something like that. Like, you have to feel that passion within yourself, because throughout my lifetime, and this ain't no like sad story or whatever, but this is what's real. Throughout my lifetime, I've always been told, why I don't see you doing that. I don't see you doing this, and I don't see you, blah blah blah, being up there doing stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I don't see you being successful. I don't see you this and that. Haters is just gonna say what they're gonna say, and then fake love and real hate that do coexist. But going back to even like when I was in high school, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, high school was the best and the worst years of my life. Meaning, a lot of good came out of it with a lot of bad, but I'm kind of glad after I transitioned, then I put myself into a different, a different quantum leap when I joined the service. Because even then, when I joined the service for 4 years, Hoorah, Marine Corps, what's up, y'all? But it showed me a lot about myself, and then it was like, it's crazy how these barriers that I used to put up for myself, I'm breaking them. Like, it's beyond me. And then, I'm not gonna say like I'm the only one that did it, because hey, we all go to high school, some of us go to the service, we do our 4 years, or maybe 8 more years, or whatever the case may be. We do the time, and that's it. Because I didn't mean to repeat that. It's just, I was gonna say we do the time, we do the crime, but ain't nobody doing a crime here when you're trying to progress. But going back to what I was saying, so Transition out of high school. People didn't think I was gonna make it to high school. Boom. I made it to high school on time with a Regents diploma, which most of my friends, the ones that was clowning, you know, some of them have it, some of them don't. So then I go on to my next chapter in life, joining the Marine Corps. Had no guidance, had nothing to do, man. Tried my best out here to get a job, but then make myself marketable, and then it's like I don't got no skills, I don't got this, I don't got that. So I always reflected on that. And that's what kind of really made me go to the service, because, a lot of people be like, oh, blah, 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 you was influenced by your father because your father was a Marine. No, I was influenced because I needed to go, because no matter what somebody tells you what you can or can't do, you got to do it for yourself. So I had to say, fuck it, I'm going to do it for myself. My 4 years, treacherous. But then at the same time, it wasn't treacherous. I could say it was the molding to make me the man that I needed to be, and still need to be to this day, because some of the customs that the service taught me, especially the Marine Corps taught me, honor, courage, and commitment. And those words are strong. To be committed to something, to have the courage to say something, and then to honor, integrity. Those words kind of built into me. Like, they got built into me. That's why I was just like, it was a change, and I started to understand, which made me, realize a little bit about myself. So now, after 4 years, I do my job. Thank you, Uncle Sam, for supporting the kids. So now, I'm outside. I'm in the street again, doing God knows what. Like, I'm for real. Trust me, ain't no drugs. I ain't use no drugs and none of that. But I started, those old habits started to revert back, and then I was like, boom, I need to make money. I need to make legit money. I need to make clean money. So now, when my stepbrother Robbie came in, he said, yo, you ever thought about being an electrician? And then him telling me that went back to my story on when I was like, I don't have to make myself marketable. So then once I started knowing myself, knowing my capabilities, then that's when I started to make myself marketable. So then I applied to Apex, did what I had to do, and then I got my first trade right here. Electrical 900 hours. Whatever they want to say about that school, I feel like that school taught me more than I needed to, to succeed. And plus, I was a veteran. Learned how to save up money by going to school. Like, if you're going to pay me to go to school to learn, then why would I not take that opportunity? So therefore, I broke another barrier, is go full drive and take initiative. So then, I'm out there in the electrical field, getting my hands wet. So this is like me, like, just coming back, coming back, like going back to the work field for a while. Like, on books, legit money, clean money. So then it's like, I figured out $10 an hour wasn't good enough. Trust me, bro. That was like 2015. I was making $10 an hour. I was like, what the fuck is this? Nah, had to break that barrier. So I went to different jobs. Boom, boom, boom. My first job with Local 3. Before I had little incidents in there, stuff like that. Got $17 an hour. So I'm like, yeah, I'm lit. Doing my job. And one of the co-workers told me, that's all you're going to be is this and that. And I told him, nah, I'm not going to be that. So then I broke that barrier. Broke the negativity barrier. Meaning, somebody's going to tell you something that you can't do. You just got to go out there and do it for yourself. So before they let me go, I told them, yo, I quit. Because I refuse to let my genius, to let my hard work and play be tarnished. So I know myself. So it's like the decisions that you make, that's a barrier that you're breaking. You're breaking a barrier of, damn, I'm going to stop my income, but I'm going to keep this hustle going. So boom. So then I went again. Knowledge is power, people. I went again. 900 hours for construction. Construction building skills. learning how to measure carpentry and all that stuff. So that came into play. So then I'm like, so then my next job, I'm trying to think, because I think this was the housing, when I was working for housing. One of the best and worst jobs I ever had, but hey, housing is housing. And I'm speaking for all them housing workers out there. So I go out there, I learn how to, you know, break, help, because I went to go there as a, as a maintenance electrician worker, but they was just like, all right, we're just gonna stick you in maintenance worker and put you in the workforce task force. So, long story short, started doing carpentry. So I learned how to make cabinets. See, like learning a new skill set, breaking them down, like breaking these barriers. Like, if it sounds like this is a dry story for you, then I advise you to get off now. But then if you're trying to hear the come up, I'm trying to give you the map of, if you still keep pushing, keep breaking those barriers, and you're going to get to your other side. Like, my barriers are still up. I'm still going there. I just had to stop that real quick, because if it sounds like this is too much of a dry spot for you, then the exit button's right there around the corner, and dip. Go on to your next video. So now, I'm working in housing, for like maybe a year and a half. One of what is it? One of my supervisors, right? Because I guess it's like my mannerisms and how I was raised. It kind of put him to alarm that I'm not stupid. I know my rights and this and that. So he put me to clean the duty, which I don't mind, because I don't mind cleaning at times. But he tried to play me and say, oh, you don't know how to do this and you don't know how to do that. But he never saw me in full drive. So you can only hear from my story, but there was more to it, that I knew what I was doing and I knew what I was capable of. So going back to what I was saying. So I was cleaning, right? And then he was telling me something crazy. Mind you, this was like the most disrespectful thing that I ever had told to me at a workplace. But then at the same time, it made me think about my time and my hustle and my power within myself I gotta succeed better. So, trying to think what he said, because it was just like, all right, now I'm sorry for the dramatic pause and all that. So this is what he said. When I was mopping and I was sweeping and I was cleaning, he said, you know what? He said, you know what, Garcia? It's my last name. You know what, Garcia? You lucky that I have you around. So then it's like, I stopped real quick and I was like, this is like the start of, this is when I come to work, I don't play. I said, sir, you lucky to have me. I said, sir, you lucky for me to come in. Because at any given moment, I could quit this job and I know that God got me. I literally told him that. Like, he was like, so then leave. And I said, shit, I'm picking up my stuff right now. I left out that door. To this day, housing still tries to hit me up. I'm putting that shit out there. I don't care. Housing still tries to hit me up, telling me, oh, we got this for you, and oh, we got that for you. Yeah, okay. Knowing that you guys are probably going to shit on me. And let's say if I do get into a supervisor position, you're going to make me into something that I'm not. I'm not going to work for the next man. I'm going to work for myself. So now, I get out of housing. This was during housing. I was in plumbing school, and boom. Third trade is a charm, man. When they say 3 times and third time's a charm, this is where the money starts coming in. So, like, when I was in housing, I was making 27 an hour. So it's like I went from $10 to $17 to $27 an hour. Boom. Like, I'm just wilding, kid. So now, like, where I'm at right now, I don't want to say their name because shit, I don't know if these motherfuckers is watching me. But where I'm working at, I get the biggest offer. It's not that big, but I don't want to say the X amount of dollars, but If you can add 27 plus 6, that's, no, that's not 27 plus 6. 27 plus 4, then that's how much I'm getting right now. 8 hours, full time. Doing what I do and taking it easy with it. Boom. So it's like I kind of broke those barriers down. I broke the $10 barrier. No, wait, first of all, we're going to go all the way back. The doubt of me in high school, I broke that barrier. The am I going to make it to the Marine Corps and succeed barrier, I passed it. Boom. You're always going to be a street dude. You're never going to be like, serious, and you're never going to take your craft and your talents. Boom, broke that barrier. Making $10 an hour, broke that barrier. Made $17 an hour, broke that barrier. Made $27 an hour, broke that barrier. And now I'm getting paid over 30 something an hour just by doing what I did and what I believed in. And this is why I try to tell people, like, success story does not come at overnight. There's a build, there's a momentum behind it. And then it's like I look back at it being 2019 and 2016, I officially became certified as an electrician. That was 4 years of hard work. Well, going into its 4th year. Maybe 3 and 8 months of me busting my ass and doing what I gotta do. Those are breaking barriers. Just in case if y'all don't know. Because it's not like I'm over here trying to preach something that y'all already know. Because if this is something that y'all already know, then it's just hear it again. And if it's something that, some people are just trying to figure it out. Like you got a 22-year-old somewhere. He or she, they just trying to figure it out. How am I going to get to the next dollar? How am I going to get to the next meal? And then you got a person that's probably going to get into parenthood. How am I going to do this? How am I going to... And you got to break those barriers and know yourself. This video is like a little bit longer than my usual ones, but I really wanted to, break it down a certain way. Because, most likely with my videos, I always try to reference them and connect them and bring them together. And, my positive messages in my feeds and stuff like that. Give y'all my personal thoughts on things in society and what I feel about, certain things that's just going on around there in the world. But take this as just take this something that you can just learn from, because there's nothing more that I can say in this video except thanks for those that believed in me. And then it had to take my cousin, he's not even like my cousin, that's like my bro right there. It took my bro, like Joey Nunez, man. Like he good, good dude. Like brother from another mother, man. He told me like, he said it amazes me how so many people doubt me. Like he said straight up, bro, it's just like how many people just doubt you. It fathoms me, like it amazes me that every time when somebody says some shit about you, you wind up having your little victory and you just chill about it. Of course. Because I'm not going to be in that thing where, okay, I make it to a certain place and in a certain time. I'm not going to make it look like it was easy. And I'm not going to make it look like, oh, I did this all in one shot. No, this took time. This took character development. This took knowing myself. It took me emotionally. I overcame emotional barriers, physical barriers, spiritual barriers, within believing in myself. Like, there's so many barriers in this story that if you do not take and then look within upon yourself to find that strength, then it's like, I don't know what to tell you. But other than that, I just wanted to give y'all guys just a little bit of sustenance. I didn't want it to be like a 5-minute video and stuff like that. Granted, this video is 20 something minutes, but I just wanted to do you something right and give you sustenance on who I am as a person and what I'm just trying to bring to the table and what I'm trying to bring to the game, because In your best words, and it probably might be my next video or one of my videos one day. You gotta be the best that ever did it. And look where we at right now. We still climbing to the top. Alright, take care, y'all. Have a bona fide day. Peace.